Now then YouTube, it's me again, Yorkshire lad, with another video, and it's a serious talk. Now you might think I'm a bit of a nut job, but I did a video last year, but I'll come to that in a minute. Hope everybody's staying safe. Hello to new subscribers, and you'll stop by is much appreciated. If you click that notification bell, please do click all. That'll let me know when I'm uploading again. Like please, comment please, share please to usual suspects. X, Messenger, Facebook, WhatsApp, Billy Weedy, Bang, Bunchy Bar and all these new ones. And subscribe. It don't cost a note. We like that because it's free, and I don't get note for free now, does that? Now, last year I did a video about planes and chemtrails. You know, when they get to a certain height, they spew smoke out at back, don't they? They call them chemtrails or chemtrails, whatever. Now, I went out at girlfriend's this last weekend, just gone, and we went out for something to eat and that. Anyway, and when I got up on the morning, I went out to undo gates so she could get car out. Looked up in sky, and because it was a nice, beautiful day like it is today on Monday, which I'm doing this video, there were loads of planes flying over, and I counted about 30. All spewing out chemtrails. So much for this global warming and climate change and all this, and they need you to cut back on things. It don't look like it, does it? And I don't want a load of crap and saying I'm a nutter, a conspiracy theorist, I'm against global warming and all this. I don't want to get involved. I'm not interested. I'm only observing things. So anyway, as we were coming back from something to eat, we called to this like industrial estate not far from where she lives, and I was looking up at sky again, and I counted another about 15-20 planes. So, and they were all spewing out their chemtrails again. So it's crazy. But if you get a day like today, Monday, just have a notice. Have a look up in sky, have a notice, and see how many planes you can count that are spewing chemtrails, or planes that aren't. There were a load, I'm telling you. Now, I've heard somewhere that in Australia, their government have signed a contract with a pharmaceutical company that they're going to be in 3 states in Australia, which is, I think it's Western, Northern and Eastern Australia. They're going to be paying pilots to fly vaccines in planes and release them through chemtrails so you get vaccinated that way without your consent. And there's a lot of people don't know this, but there's a big uproar about it once it gets out. But it's not on your usual Google and all that. You've got to dig a lot deeper than that to find things out. But this is what Australia are doing. So are they trying to vaccinate us with this, with all these planes flying over that we don't know about, what our government's up to? Same as they've just give Ukraine 2.5 billion, war chest or whatever. What's up with sorting us own out first? When we got problems in this country, like with veterans on street and stuff like that, and old people and everything else, rather than shipping a load of money over to Ukraine and where they come cap in hand. There's supposed to be a war in Ukraine, but he's going round all over asking for money. And soon that went, last week or week before, he didn't have a flak jacket on, he didn't have an helmet on, he didn't have no soldiers with him. There were no bombs and all going off, so what's all that about? If there's a war there, I'll stand hanging. I'll stand drop a York. It's all a load of bull. It's just smoke screens and that to try and divert you from real stuff that's going off. They think everybody's stupid and they don't want you to know these type of things, but it's... If you open your eyes and listen, you'll know what's going off. But, nah. It's like, all this now I think there was a mudslide, was it in Colombia or somewhere at weekend? See, that's another diversion. I'm not having a go at... I mean, I feel sorry for people who are dying and getting killed in these conflicts and that. I'm not saying no about that. But it's funny how we don't seem to hear out now about war in Ukraine as much now as we did. So, think about it. So, what they up to really? Like, that they don't want you to know about because they think we're all stupid and thick and that. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? But, nah, I'm sorry, but I don't know. It's a scary time we're living in. And if we don't wake up now, we're done for. Same as all these boats that are coming over. Yeah, some of them are coming over for a better life, but some of them don't need to come over because they're not coming from war-torn countries and whatever. But we're still letting them in. Why? I don't understand. And I don't want to load of grief about because I'm having a go at migrants. I'm not. I'm just saying. We're only a small island. We're overpopulated as it is. And if we carry on at this rate, we're going to sink. It's not our country no more. So, and I'm not being racist, you know. I'm a proud Englishman, Britain, whatever. But it's not our country no more. We're too soft. We're just a soft touch. We're not like we used to be. And it's wrong. It's wrong. I mean, when Queen Victoria were on throne, we were one of the most dominant nations in the world because we took near enough all the population, all the entire world over. We reached that far. And now, we can't even stop it. What point of fighting 2 world wars for this? There's nothing for nobody no more. And it's wrong. It's not fair. I'm just fed up. If money were no object for me, I'd go buy a massive piece of land in the middle of nowhere, build myself an house and not have to deal with anybody or anything. I'd be quite content. I'd be happy. And that's not me being funny and miserable and that. I just can't be bothered no more. I've just had enough because people aren't waking up to what's going off in front of them. And it's sad now. And we'll just, like this week, cash. Cash is king. I'm sorry. And I don't want a lot of grief about this as well. But what's the point of using your card and that? Because once we lose money, government and that will be able to control everything that we own then. Whereas when we've got money ourselves, we can choose to use money and we can still choose to buy things. Once it all goes cashless and all that, government's got us where they want us. So think about that. And I'm not being a conspiracy theorist and everything else, but we need to keep money. We don't need to lose it. Because if we lose it, that's it, we're done for. Think about it. We've had money for hundreds of years. So, and why would we want to lose it? What happens when internet or your thingy fails? How are you going to pay for it then? Because if everything's digital, at least when you've still got some cash in your pocket, you can still use that. Think about it. It's not rocket science, is it? It's not hard. But it's one of them things. So you choose what you want to do. I'm not trying to dictate to you or shout at you and have a go at you and that. And I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. It's just use your common sense now and again. So it's crazy. It is. It's crazy. If you walk around, instead of having your head in your phone and that, and look around you, there's a world around you. There's not just a 6-inch screen or whatever it is. And I'm not having a go at people who are obsessed with their phones and stuff, but there's a world out there. We need to start clubbing together, working together, and fight for what's ours and what we've fought for all these years. We need to, because if we don't, we're going to lose it. And then we'll just be a stepping stone, and government will have us back short and curlies, and they'll get us where they want us because they don't want us to think for ourselves and do things for ourselves. They want to be like puppets or robots and confine and do everything they want us to do without using his brain and thinking and not confiding with him and confirm with him. We need to think for ourselves and start fighting back, because if we don't, that's it. We're just going to be trodden on. So leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and if you can get us to 10-15 likes. And like I said, I don't want a load of abuse and that because I can't be bothered. I'm just trying to open people's eyes to what's going off. But if you choose to do what you want to do, and if you still want to go the same route, that's entirely up to you. But for me, I want to change. I want it to get back to how it was. I know it's not going to get back to how it was before all this kicked off, but we need to try and get back to some sort of normality before we lose it and it's all taken away. And it's not fair. And I'm sick of it. And I'm not being funny, and don't take this wrong way, but if I didn't have to deal with people, I'd be an happy person, because now I'm just losing patience and will to even bother anymore. I'm just fed up and I've just had enough of it. So if we don't start pulling his socks up and his trousers up and man up and start trying to fight for his freedom and his rights and everything, and once we lose them, government's got us, then you'll be crying then. That's us done then. And it's not fair. Like I say, and it's not good. Right, I've done enough waffling. See what you think to this, and I'll probably get some abuse, but if you start being funny and that, I'll just block it and get rid of you. I don't want to know. I'm not interested. I'm just trying to open people's eyes and make them think for themselves rather than... And I'm not saying that everybody's thick and stupid and that. I've not said that. I've never said that. Just use that. Use them. Use them. Use that. Not stuck in that all the time. There's a world around you. Look, see, think. It's not hard. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Right. So until next time, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say it with us. Right, it'll do for us. 1, 2, 3. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and I'll see thee. Thank you very much.